Now, we know that Disney Star Wars is in a phenomenal place. They can basically do whatever they want because there's so many fans that are just sitting by and waiting for the next Star Wars project. There's massive anticipation for the Rey movie because we're getting a Rey solo movie that's going to be happening in a few years, apparently. The Ahsoka movie that will be in development. Everybody knows how much anticipation is coming off that. And now there's a new rumor out there that Jay actually told me about.
Yeah,
Are you
because
ready
you're
for the return of Kylo Ren?
talk
Holy
about
crap.
bankrupt creativity. Talk about we don't know what we're doing. Talk about let's take a character that nobody really cares about and try to make him relevant yet again. So the rumors are swirling that Kylo Ren is scheduled to return in a prequel Star Wars film. When asked the director, Sean Levy, if he's making a prequel with Adam Driver, he says, your word's not mine. And you know, Adam is my buddy. And I've always been a huge fan of Kylo Ren. But no comment. No comment to share about his movie. First comment is, I would be disappointed if Kylo Ren is not in the new Star Wars movie. However, it's up to Mr. Levy to decide. Thank you, Linda.
There is no way Adam Driver is returning to Star Wars.
Yeah,
I don't think.
They were talking about like maybe do a Knights of Ren film for a prequel.
Yeah. Why don't we actually do something with the thing that we did literally nothing with, even though it was heavily advertised? There was all this hype about the Knights of Ren. Ooh, who are the Knights of Ren? We're going to get backstories on the Knights of Ren.
I know.
No, wait. And now you're saying we should get a Knights of Ren story? Fuck that, man. Oh my God, dude.
There's no creativity left.
These Star Wars fans are fucking retarded, man. Like, why do you think that they're going to fix this shit? Oh, maybe now we'll finally get a Knights of Ren movie. Dude, 2015. 8 years ago is when this shit was introduced, and now you're saying maybe we'll finally get that story that we were promised? Good Lord, man. It's unbelievable. It is unbelievable.
Here's the thing, though. If we're being honest, this would be more interesting than any Rey movie that comes out.
I mean, it would. Adam Driver's a damn good actor, but this character, like, I thought Kylo Ren was honestly interesting after the first movie. I didn't like that he took his mask off, but he was still an interesting character, and there was interesting dynamics there. They completely ruined that in The Last Jedi. Like, oh my God. And then it even went worse in Rise of Skywalker. So this character has nothing to offer. Nothing. There's nothing interesting about him now. There was in the beginning, but there's absolutely nothing interesting about him. So if you go back and tell a prequel of Kylo Ren, it will be the most bland, boring piece of shit ever. Not quite as bad as Rey, but it definitely will be really bad because there's nothing left to tell.
Here's the problem. When the sequel trilogies came out, like the story and the breaking of lore and you could just list everything that was a problem with these films. Lucasfilm was on their heels trying to do everything in their power to fix this story with everything else around them. Number one, these were the Disney creation Star Wars characters, Rey and Kylo Ren. They wanted to make them relevant. So they specifically went to Galaxy's Edge and said, if we just give them Rey and Kylo Ren here, maybe people that always go to the park, they'll just start to fall in love with these characters. Then everything that we complained about, that big scene where Chewbacca walks right past Princess Leia after Han was killed, we were like, that would never happen. Lucasfilm comes out literally, I don't know what it was, like a month later with a comic book saying, called something like Chewie Gets His Hug. Right. So they actually had to create a comic book to where they show where Leia and Chewbacca had a precious moment as they relived memories of Han, just so it would be like, no, we talked about it. We wanted you to get this book. They have been writing books on top of books, and now these little side projects on Disney Plus to try to make the sequels seem like they make sense. And they can't do that. Stepping into a prequel with Kylo Ren, Jeremy's correct. We already know the story and like what's going to happen. This isn't like watching Anakin become Darth Vader, the baddest villain of all time ever in cinema. Well, that could be argued, but still, because people could say like, well, Jay, you knew what happened to Anakin. Yeah, but freaking Darth Vader was an awesome character. Kylo Ren was not. He was whiny, and his last
to Anakin. We just knew that he became Darth Vader. We didn't know the steps in the process and the entire story, the Clone Wars, and everything that was going on. That was teased in the original trilogy.
It just was
we just knew where the end result was.
And so now you take Kylo Ren, which is like his last moments was him kissing Rey. And that's how it ends. It's like, let's make a prequel. So maybe if we make a prequel, we can better, explain the character, and the sequels will just get better and better with age. They have been on damage control with these sequels from like day one. It's crazy to see, because if you follow this stuff with the books, the comic books, the side stories, even the interviews and stuff like that, they are just trying to like say, yeah, this was exactly what we had planned from the beginning. Which, when you watch the trilogy, they had nothing. Somehow Palpatine returned. That was an official line in the film. That's how dumb it's become.
I think they want to do a Kylo movie so that we can see Luke try to kill Kylo Ren again and again and again, and just, nail it home that Luke Skywalker, the man who saved his fucking dad, who wouldn't kill him because he felt a little bit of hope in Darth Vader, wouldn't kill the second baddest man in the galaxy, but you know what, senses a little bit of evil in the son of his sister, and his best fucking friend says, nope, I'm gonna kill this motherfucking kid. Like, just want to show us that over and over and over again.
It's awful, dude.